The plot is the events that happen in a story. The events happen to the main characters, and sometimes those characters change as the events move the story forward. We see this as the characters are introduced and we get a first glimpse of what they are like. At the same time or soon after we meet the characters, we find out what problem they have, and this usually shows us more about what they're like. As the characters begin to deal with a story problem, there is often a key event or a turning point in the story. Sometimes that signals the beginning of a change in the characters. Then the story continues with dialogue or events that show us more about how the characters might be different from the way they were at the beginning of the story. At the end of the story, where the problem is resolved, is where the change in characters is easiest to see. They're different because they got what they wanted, or they think differently about the problem they faced at the beginning of the story. Pause the video to read the story. We see that this story is mainly about Jaina, though Miss Minnie and Jaina's mom are characters too. We learn that Jaina liked hanging out with her friends and getting ready for the play. But she did what her mom wanted and volunteered at the senior center. The problem is that Jaina didn't really like volunteering at the center. The turning point in this story, or the point at which the change in Jaina's character begins, is when she meets Miss Minnie. The events that take place when Jaina is with Miss Minnie show how the story problem is worked out. And in the process, Jaina's character changes. Through looking at the pictures and practicing for the play, Jaina gets to know Miss Minnie and enjoys being with her. In the resolution of the story, we see the clearest sign of change in Jaina, when she lets her mom know she doesn't want to stop volunteering. Understanding what happens to characters and how they can change can help to understand the plot of the story.